Welcome to day 3 of happiness. Now, I wonder how you felt yesterday having carried out that act of random kindness towards someone else. My guess is that it would have left you with a good feeling. It's hard not to have a good feeling after doing something like that. But the strange thing is often we're quite good at being kind to others, but we're really quite unkind towards ourselves. Even if it's not in the way we live, it's the way we talk to ourselves internally. It's how critical we are of ourselves, how judgmental we are of ourselves. In fact, some people kind of really berate themselves the whole time in the dialogue, that internal dialogue in the mind. And when you consider that, how could we ever hope to have a genuine sense of happiness in the mind when we're always giving ourselves such a tough time? So kindness works both ways. We need to find a way of being kinder, a little softer, a bit more gentle towards ourselves as well as to others. So just something to consider as you begin today's exercise. Just starting in the usual way, some nice big deep breaths. And with the next out breath, closing the eyes, feeling the weight of the body as you just start to become more aware of the different physical senses, the sensations and the sounds around you. And just bringing the attention now back to the body. If you're not there already, just starting to get a sense of how the body feels as you scan down from head to toe. Becoming more familiar with how the different parts of the body are feeling. And perhaps just starting to notice what kind of mood is around in the mind right now. Not trying to change the sensations or the mood, but just noticing what those are. So as you pause to consider what your motivation, your intention is for doing this exercise right now, remembering today that it's really to benefit those around you, but it's also to benefit yourself as well. Really important to include yourself when thinking who will benefit from this exercise. Remember a greater sense of kindness towards yourself, a softer, gentler mind. And now just starting to notice that movement of breath in the body, that rising and falling sensation as you just settle the mind on that movement, allowing thoughts to come and go, allowing feelings to come and go. And as you continue, follow the breath very lightly, very loosely. At the same time, just noticing that pinprick of light, got a potential right in the middle of the body, middle of the chest. As you remember that act of kindness, but this time the other way round. It's when somebody's been kind to you. Somebody said something, done something, given you something. And as you just replay it in the mind, you're reminded of that feeling of appreciation, how the mind responds to kindness, and the natural sense of contentment or happiness which is experienced. And with that pinprick of light, that speck of sunlight just begins to expand outward in every direction, working its way outwards to every single part of the body. And as it begins to go out past the boundaries of the body now, just continuing outwards in every direction as far as the mind can go. Remember, the moment you realize the mind's wandered off, no problem, but as soon as you realize it has, just bringing the attention back to the breath, noticing that feeling, that quality of spaciousness and appreciation in the mind. And when it feels as though the mind couldn't go any bigger, any wider, couldn't be any more spacious, just letting the mind have a few seconds to do whatever it wants, just resting in that space. And then just bringing focus back to the body. Just feeling the weight of the body again. The physical sensations, the sounds, any strong smells as you open the eyes again. A smooth transition from exercise to post-exercise. Still aware, still clear, maybe even still experiencing that feeling, calm, contentment. And just with the intention to carry that with you as you go through the day today. And as you go through the day, it doesn't have to be in anything big. It can just be something very small, but I'd like you to find an opportunity to be kind to yourself today. That doesn't mean going out buying yourself lots of presents. It could be, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in a situation where you would usually give yourself a hard time. Instead, just pausing and speaking to yourself internally in the same way that you would speak to a friend or a child, somebody you care about, rather than the usual way that you might criticize yourself or judge yourself. And just notice the difference. Notice how it feels. And I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 4.